So today's video is all about those clubs. What clubs can you buy into to make you thousands on eBay? Today I'm going to show you a real life example of what we bought in just one weekend as a result of these clubs, how we pack as a result of these clubs, as well as a real life breakdown of our true 90-day sales so you can see how we've made thousands over just the last 90 days as a result of these clubs. I really hope you'll enjoy today's video. Hey, it's Travis, Kerr Family Flip Show. So if you've never seen this channel before, we're a family of resellers that buy things from thrift stores, yard sales, and other various sources and then turn around and sell them at a profit. And so we kind of show how we do that, our adventures in sourcing items and what's sold. So if you do like content like that, please be sure to like and subscribe this video, and we'd be certainly blessed if you did. Hey, so super excited to show you what I've got today. So I went yard selling all day and I decided to break this up into two sections because one, we bought a ton of golf clubs today, and so golf clubs are not something that you can force. So it's something that you have to just be consistently looking for, but every reseller should look for golf clubs, and I'm going to show you why. I think it's very important to just simply get familiar with good brands. The reality is that for every one golf club that we buy, we pass up hundreds, if not thousands in some cases. So this is what you're typically gonna see when you go to a Goodwill. You're gonna see tons of golf clubs like this. They are virtually worthless in many cases. You can't really even give those clubs away, and I'll explain why we even own these clubs here shortly. And if you want a real life example of what a Goodwill golf club selection looks like normally, well, here you go. So every golf club that we bought today, we bought all of these that I'm about to show you for $125. And some of these clubs, just one of these clubs may sell for close to that. So there's very good margins. They're relatively easy to ship if you have the right boxes, which we can show you as well. So just be familiar with the names: Titleist, Callaway, Cleveland, Nike in some cases, which I'm about to show you, which they don't make golf clubs anymore. You want to be familiar with Ping, TaylorMade. Those are the clubs that generally do well. So I'm going to show you what we found today yard selling. It happened to be a pretty good golf club day, and a lot of that had to do with the neighborhoods that we were in. Two of the neighborhoods I went to were straight up, one was a private golf club neighborhood, and the other was a public golf course community as well. $125 lot. The first club that I found today, and I paid I think about $10 for this club, is a Nike Sumo driver. This will sell relatively fast. So I was super happy to find that for $10. It also has the cover. As I said, Nike does not make golf clubs anymore, which actually makes these drivers relatively sought after. So they have a really good sell-through. So always be looking out for Nike Sumo drivers, particularly if they're in really good shape, like this one has barely been hit, it looks like. The next club that I found at the same yard sale, I believe, is this TaylorMade 3-wood. R580. I paid $10 for that. I got this Mizuno driving iron, 18 degree. I paid $15 for that. I bought this Callaway X460 ladies driver for $15. So there was another instance today where the gentleman simply would not part out the golf clubs. So we ended up buying this entire bag for, I believe, $15 or $20. Camden bought it, and because he would only sell this as a set, we bought this bag really particularly for one club. And so the one club that we were interested in is a Ping Zing. We actually bought two Ping Zing putters today, and so this made that buy worth it. We will very likely donate that bag and those clubs right back to Goodwill or another thrift store that would, maybe benefit the community in some way. And so that's the thing with golf clubs. You've just got to be careful because, like I said, most of them aren't worth that money. This bag also had another club in it that made it somewhat worth it. Oh, And this was in there too. It's an older 3-wood Big Bertha. So basically there were 2 clubs in that entire bag that were worth actually buying that bag for. So we did pick those up just for that very purpose. The next thing that we bought is this set of Cleveland. So this is an older set of Cleveland. This is a Tour Action. I believe these are TA3s. And so this entire set, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pitch and wedge, is beautiful. Beautiful because they will sell well because they're still a set even if they're older. And then inside of that bag was also a Cleveland driver, which is probably not worth hardly anything. And then this 3-wood, which actually may be worth more simply because 3-woods tend to maybe age a little bit better than drivers from a technology perspective. The drivers seem to take off. So you probably would not see somebody using this. You may see somebody still using this. The next set that we picked up, well actually inside of that Cleveland bag was another Ping Zing. And again, this one has a little rust on it, but it will still do well. And we'll just, make sure that we disclose that properly for whoever buys it. So one of these is a Ping Zing 2i, and the other one is just a regular Ping Zing 2. So really good finds. Always be on the lookout for Ping, the Ping brand, for sure, particularly the putters, and actually everything Ping is good for that matter. And then I also picked up this entire Top Flight set, which is probably like a 2nd-tier brand, but still can be decent if they're a set. And so this was a used bag for $15, but it was used very gently. You can see whoever used these before barely used anything, and these are still covered in plastic. So I think that we'll do relatively well with these. I will have to see if I can get, they put their initials on every single club, unfortunately, so I will see if I can get those out. The next set of golf clubs that I picked up today, and this is one that you'll commonly see, and it's probably, for Titleist, this is probably one of the lower end of the spectrum clubs, but we have sold this brand before quite often, Titleist DCI. Again, anytime there's a set, it piques my interest a little bit more. So there's the pitch and wedge 98765. There is a 2-iron, but honestly, I will probably leave this 2-iron out because it is the only one that is not gripped. And these all have new Golf Pride grips on them. So excellent shape. I paid $25, which is probably a little bit more than I wanted to pay for these, but I think we'll do relatively well with these. And so the other cool beauty about golf course communities are other things besides golf clubs. Some of these finds, I've got this Masters hat that I paid $1 for, which I really like. I got another Masters hat that we paid $1 for. We may keep these, I'm not 100% sure. And then at another yard sale, I found these US Open hats. And so I thought these were really cool. We may lot these together and sell them, may keep some of them. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So super happy to find those. I love hats. So I know my wife probably thinks I have a problem, and maybe I do, but these are good finds, and we'll hopefully find a good home for those. And lastly, I found this Mickey head cover for $2, and so I don't know how well that'll do, but I know anything Disney will do pretty well, and it still has the tag intact. So that's another cool thing about golfing, is it's super popular. And so if you can find some of these things, you can actually sell these separately or lot them together. And it's hard to go wrong when some of these things are just $1 or $2. So here's the deal. You don't have to have a passion about golf clubs to be able to sell golf clubs. You don't have to have tremendous knowledge. You just have to know a few brands and know how to just type them in on eBay. They're super easy to comp because they have clear and defined makes and models on them, generally speaking. And as long as you're familiar with just some very basic brands like a Titleist, Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade, in some cases Mizuno or Nike like you saw today, and there's a few others that you may see on our channel that you should be on the lookout for, maybe like a Strato that has affiliations with Callaway. That's what you want to look out for. Again, you cannot force buying golf clubs. You just have to consistently be on the lookout for them. And when we find them at a reasonable price, we pick them up and they sell really fast. So paid $125 for everything that you saw here today. And I think you're going to be surprised at how well we'll do on these finds today alone. So the last cool thing I want to show you about golf clubs is how easy they are to ship. This out. I mean, you can order these boxes and from USPS, and they cost, let me think, $0, which is a great thing. And you want to make sure you fold them on the red side, unless you do want to send these Priority Mail Express. But they fold up in these perfect little triangles, so you can literally put your golf club in there. In some cases, depending on what you have, you can fold another one of these up just like this, and you slide it on top if they're irons. Or if you've got something like this, you can get a USPS shoebox, again free, and you can basically put this shoebox on top of there and meld it together. So again, another awesome thing about golf clubs is that they're very easy to ship. Now obviously, if you sell a golf bag and golf clubs, then it's gonna probably take a little bit more effort, and we can show you how to do that as well. But in general, most of the time you're just selling irons or putters. So if you put a putter in here, you know, generally one box is going to work, and you simply just fold this back down, and you may put some support newspaper or bubble wrap in there, whatever you want to do, but they're so easy. You print a label, out the door, and gone. So now I'm going to show you an example of sending out a full golf bag. We will generally get 12 by 12 by 8 boxes from the US Postal Service for completely free, and we'll fold one box at the bottom, and then we'll just stack them until we get to the very top. And so you'll see Camden packing this set of golf clubs here, and once they're all together, we'll put some packing material on the top or on the sides to just make sure that it's, you know, safe and secure. And we'll just continue stacking that and place one more box on the top, tape it up nice and neat, and this will be ready to go out the door. So now I'm going to show you what we've sold in golf clubs or golf club related items over the last 90 days. So each screen will have the total for those items, and I believe we've had probably a little over 30 some odd golf club related sales over the last 90 days. So this page represents $1,147.65. Feel free to pause these and look at some of the brands, and you'll notice some themes amongst the brands that we purchased. There are some one-off brands in here, but as you see the various screens of our sales, you'll notice some commonalities such as Cleveland, Titleist, Ping, TaylorMade, Callaway. So definitely pay attention for those. Before we show our totals, pay careful attention to some of these other items such as golf shoes. Be on the lookout for Nike, Tiger Woods, FootJoy. Those are good golf brands of shoes that I've sold, so I wanted to show you what some of those are as well. But check out our grand total. Over the last 90 days, $3,405 in golf club sales alone. That's $1,135 per month. So this breaks out to a little over $13,000 a year just on golf clubs alone. Hey, so I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do like content like this, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And we look forward to seeing you really soon.